Week 3 in the books for the Crunch after 2 games this past week. Road game in Binghamton and a home game in Utica for the Crunch. A win and a loss for Syracuse. It started Friday against the Binghamton Devils. Syracuse shutting out the Devils 4-0. Fifth career shutout for Connor Ingram as a member of the Crunch. Now tied for 5th in franchise history in that department. He made 27 saves as the Crunch improved to 5-0-0-1 over the last 2 seasons in Binghamton. Andy Andrioff had 2 goals in the game as well for the Crunch as Syracuse improved to 2-2. And the next night here in Syracuse, the Crunch dropping a 4-3 game against the Utica Comets. Back and forth affair. For the Crunch, it's their 2nd loss of this season, already in regulation when they have scored at least 3 goals in a game. A year ago, they did not lose once in regulation when they scored at least 3 goals. They went 39-0-1-5. Terrific record in the regular season when they scored at least 3 goals. So, Crunch are now 2-2 when they've scored 3 goals this year, and they're 2-3 through the first 5 games of the regular season. The Crunch have played the fewest games in the Eastern Conference through the first couple of weeks of the year, although head coach Ben Grew knows there's still a lot of work to do as they look to improve throughout the course of the season.
Like I said, we're better, but it's not what I want. We got to be faster, harder, better execution. That's what we work on this morning.
Forward Corey Conacher made his season debut for the Crunch Saturday against the Comets. He had a couple of points, a goal and an assist, including a penalty shot goal for his first career shorthanded goal. Corey's only been here for a couple of days, but he's already looking to add that leadership role to what he already brings to the Crunch.
I'm hoping and thinking I'm going to get more games up there at some point, so I got to be ready for that. And when I'm down here, I just want to, be more of a leader. Help the young guys. As I was saying the other night, this team's going to be very successful because of the young guys on the team. It was that way last year when the guys got some games under their belt. Joseph, Sorelli, Stevens, all the young guys. They were a big part of the success of this team down the stretch, and so we're going to need that again this year. For Syracuse, and I just want to be that guy to help mentor them and prepare them for the rest of the year.
It's another light week for the Crunch. Only 2 games again here in Week 4, starting Friday against the Toronto Marlies. It's the defending Calder Cup champions at a rematch of the last 2 North Division finals. The Crunch won it back in 2017. The Marlies last year responding with a series win over the Crunch en route to that Calder Cup championship. So that is Friday. That game starting at 7 o'clock. Then the Crunch are back home on Saturday against the Charlotte Checkers. Second and final home matchup against the Checkers. And Charlotte is the first team that the Crunch will see twice this year. Charlotte defeated the Crunch, and then Syracuse's home opener, a 4-1 loss for the Crunch back on October 13th. 2 tough matchups for the Crunch this week as Syracuse plays its 6th and 7th games of the season.